So you're part of FUPAC. What does that stand for again? I know FU is Fordham University.
Yeah.
What is up, Ina? How are you? How's like your quarantine going?
It's been pretty boring, I would say.
I feel
I've
that.
been in quarantine for like 3 weeks now, I think.
Oh, what
It's
the
like
heck?
April.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fordham closed. I was in class, saw the email, immediately stopped listening, and then and then they sent us home. So I've been home since then. I bought a Switch. I've been playing Smash.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
So
Animal Crossing. I was not.
no, everybody's playing Animal
I know.
Crossing. So like there's that. And
Mhm.
then like online classes are kind of tough.
Yeah.
So like a bunch of my professors made it asynchronous. That means I don't have to actually be there's no live lecture. They just
That's
post
wait, good
videos.
for you. Damn, you're living. Yeah.
Yeah, so they just post yeah, but then I don't do them because I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
no class,
Right, right.
no work."
Mhm.
Also, like Fordham made all of our classes have the ability to pass fail.
Do you like that?
So,
Or
I like it because
Mhm.
one of my classes, I'm taking discrete math. That class, literally, the average for our last midterm was like a 50.
Oh my goodness.
Your girls pass failing.
Right.
Um,
So you said you haven't been out in 3 weeks. Like, have you been actually going out or like even getting some
mm-mm.
fresh air, going for a walk? Like,
I so like I do 5K Fridays.
oh,
That's
and
like
see,
my
there you go.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. How's that?
Yeah.
So you still do that?
So yeah, I still do that. My little brother runs too. Yeah, it's a little he like runs in front of me and he like is fast. And
Hmm.
then the only other time I leave is to get groceries with my family.
Hmm.
But other than that, I just sit on my stationary bike downstairs and I like hook up my Switch to the TV and I just bike and play.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, at least you're getting two things done. Like, is this new? Like, do you like being at home or are you always kind of like out and about?
I'm always out and about. If I was back in school, I just like think about what I would have been doing on a Friday night. Probably like going out with my friends that night, doing something fun. And then now it's like, ooh, wake up, coffee, and
Yeah,
then class, and then TikToks, and
right.
then that's
And
it.
what's your major again? I forget.
It sounds really like smart, but like it's not.
Okay.
I'm a math and computer science major with a concentration in computer science
Damn.
and a minor in business administration.
What the heck? Yo, you're a genius. Oh my
It's
God.
so extra.
What got you interested in that? Like, why'd you decide to do that as like your major?
Remember when we met my freshman year? I was bio. I don't know if you remember this. I was
Yeah, no, see,
bio.
I honestly thought you were still there. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Okay, yeah.
So I went into college thinking, yeah, bro, I'm gonna be a doctor,
Same here. Like
saving
a lot of
lives out
Asian
here.
parents. Right? I feel
Yeah,
that.
we had a conversation about this like
Yeah.
right when we first met.
Hmm.
So then it was the first semester freshman year. I was having such a tough time making friends. I
Yes.
was really shy and like
Aw.
quiet. And like my high school was really small. So like this was like a big step, like moving out. And then I had really tough classes. So like I was taking bio and chemistry, which like people don't usually do, but like for some reason I did. And then I didn't realize you could switch out of it like the first. So there's like so many things I didn't realize. And then I did so bad. I got a 40 on my first chem exam.
Oh
Then I was
goodness.
like, "Whoo, maybe this isn't for me." So then I completely threw away that major and I became undeclared for the second semester.
Okay.
But I took calculus because I liked math in high school. So then I was like,
Good
"Oh
for you.
wow, I love calc." I was like, "Okay, I'll be a math major."
Hmm.
Then I was like, "Do I really want to be a math major?" And then calc was already one of the requirements for the major. So I was like, sure, I'll just be a math major. Then that summer, my dad's in computer science. So then I was like,
Okay.
he's like, maybe you'll like this.
Hmm.
I don't know. You like math. Like, might as well code, right?
Right,
It's an
right. Yeah.
upcoming industry, everybody
It is.
wants
Yeah,
to
for sure.
code. And then I took my first computer science class, my first semester sophomore year. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then I declared my major. And then in addition to that, when I was undeclared,
Hmm.
I took a business course for like one of the core requirements as well.
Okay.
And I was like, might as well do business. Like, why
I
not?
love it. You're just so like open-minded. Like you might as well, right? Oh,
Right? Because then you can do like a managerial role, like
mhm.
you'll have some experience. And
Okay.
then here we are.
What year are you again?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Finishing up junior year, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
finishing up
yeah. So
junior
you're
year.
graduating next year. That's pretty exciting.
I am. no.
What's like the end goal, I guess, of like this major, or like where you intend to go career wise? Do you have any ideas or
Yeah, so right before the whole lockdown and everything happened,
uh
I got an offer
Ooh.
for an internship with Con Edison.
Oh, nice. Oh, snap.
Yeah, so I would have been a computer like intern basically, so I could work on like different projects.
Okay.
So they offered me a position from this spring semester until December, which is
Mm,
really cool because
yeah.
I applied to like 200 places for an internship over the summer,
Mhm.
and literally 5 people contacted me for an interview.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So
That's
this
not
was
bad,
really
but
like
like at least.
I got that internship.
Okay.
I had my orientation, but they postponed it. So
Right.
now I'm not working, which is kind
Oh,
of
snap.
sad.
But you're still like in it, right? Like when this whole
Yeah,
clears up, like you're still gonna be.
I I hope so. Like I could be working from home, if I just
Okay.
did the orientation. Because the
Mhm.
orientation I had to give in my forms and
Right. Just all that
like get
nitty
a
gritty
feel, all that stuff. But
documentation.
you can't really do that online because they're
Mhm.
like important like documents
Yeah,
and
you can't
ID
just be
stuff.
like sending it on emails and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
so
all the other work's online, so it's like, like I just missed it.
I just missed it because my other friend's working there too, and she's working online because she had the orientation the week before.
Mm. Oh, lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like the goal for my major and everything, like I want to be a software engineer or something
Exciting.
in web development, maybe. I don't know.
Nice.
I'm just seeing
Very,
where it
yeah,
goes.
it's a pop and field, though. Like, so you're a junior now. How's like your college experience overall? Like, I guess until this happened.
So, I don't know. College is such a fun time,
Hmm.
and there's like no other time where you're gonna be with people your own age and like
Hmm.
who are in the same like timeline of life with you.
For
So I
sure.
think it's like I'm kind of sad that this year is cut off, but like I'm
Right, right,
happy that I have the opportunity next year to like
right.
really live out senior year to the fullest.
Hmm.
So I'd say that.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I guess like, what is one piece of advice you'd give to like an incoming freshman?
I guess one piece of advice I would give to a freshman is to like be open about everything because when you're in college, you're going to discover things that you don't really know about yourself. For incoming freshmen, if you really don't know what you want to do yet,
Hmm.
and even if you think you're dead set on pursuing a career, I would go in undecided probably.
Yeah.
That's something I wish that I did
Why do you say that?
because for Fordham specifically, our core requirements is like getting another liberal arts major.
Oh yeah.
Like
It's like intense.
it's like there's like 20 courses you have to take
Oh my gosh.
for like the core requirements.
Hmm.
So if I went in undecided, then I could have had different, experiences with different classes, see what I really like, but
Hmm.
also be fulfilling my core requirements.
Okay.
So I would like go in undecided, take the core, just, feel it out. It's the first year. You never
Mhm.
really know what's going to happen. And then you can make a lot of friends in different areas, and then signing up for all different clubs, even if you're not really that interested in,
Mhm.
really can help make friends if you're feeling like lonely and like during like that whole transition.
So you're part of FUPAC. What does that stand for again? I know. FU is Fordham University.
Yeah. So it's Fordham University Filipino American Club.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and you said you were on e-board this year as president.
Yes, I was.
Oh,
So I got thrown I got thrown into it basically. I was supposed to be VP
oh yeah.
and then Roderick and I were supposed to be co-presidents
Mm.
and then he got a job and
Oh.
then he was like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Oh no."
I mean, I'm glad because like Roderick's been running that thing for like years. Like, I think he
Yeah.
should move on too. Like, he's done so much already. Yeah. How does it feel to be like president and like?
Yeah, so I was really, 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 really nervous. The first meeting, I was bugging. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do?
Uh-huh.
I have to talk to people." And like coming from being really, really shy before to like
Mhm.
leading a group of like 50 people, I was like,
That's a
what am
lot.
I
That's a
gonna
huge
do?
like yeah.
Roderick set the foundation so we
Yeah.
could run.
There we go.
Roderick and I talked, like he gave me some um guidelines and stuff, but
Mhm.
I didn't realize how much work it actually takes to run a club.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
there's money, you have to tell people what to do, you have to plan
Mhm.
events and like all this. Yeah, that took like I think 2 months for me to really
Mhm.
understand how everything works
Mhm.
being a president. yeah, I just look back at those 2 months and I'm like, what? How did I do that? So like Roderick was basically there to help me, but I also felt bad because I knew he had work, and that's the reason
Yeah, yeah,
why.
of course, yeah, understandable.
So then I would like ask him questions like a lot, and I would be like, "Oh, maybe I should figure this out by myself."
Mhm.
And then also our e-board, one of them transferred out of Fordham, so then we had to hold elections again.
Oh
We
my
had to
gosh.
have a new VP because I became
Right,
president, so
everything
we
just, like,
missing a
shifted,
VP.
it's like
And then we had no secretary, and then it was just such a hot mess. But I'm really happy it kind of panned out. It kind
mhm,
of worked out, I would say.
mhm.
We ended up getting Club of the Month in
Oh,
December, which is kind of cool.
that's cool, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's your favorite part about FUPAC?
From an e-board perspective, it'd be like having all the general board together at like one time because
Mhm,
that's the only time we really get to hang out, and having my events. Um, how would I phrase this? It'd be like having them like pay off, like everyone's having a good time. They
mhm,
tell me how much
okay,
fun it was, and
yeah,
then having them come back and like making new connections with different Filipinos because a lot of our club is also from the Philippines. So that's cool that I could see like like there's like a bridge now between like the Filipino Americans and
mhm,
the Filipinos from the Philippines, which
mhm,
is nice to see. So yeah, I'm really happy that there's a platform for
mhm,
Filipino students to really have a say in Fordham, a
mhm.
place, and like a community because those are like where my best friends are basically.
Beforehand, did you ever have, like, a lot of Filipino friends or that Filipino community before FUPAC or no?
I didn't have like that sense of community like at my high school. So it was really eye opening to see it in
Mhm,
college because I didn't think that was something that I really wanted or needed.
mhm,
Right when I went to the first meeting, I felt so at home.
mhm.
And I was thinking of transferring out of Fordham,
Oh, yeah?
but that was the reason I didn't was because I had so many friends at FUPAC.
Oh, that's hard, yeah, yeah. Wait, you were on Ebor before, right? Before president?
Yeah.
What was, like, your position or positions?
So I was external my sophomore year. Yeah, flex.
Your
um,
sophomore year, okay.
that was cool, and I only did external because I did miss PI freshman year. So I was like,
Hey.
oh, all my friends, my D3 friends.
Right.
Also, FUPAC was really small then.
Mhm,
There was like 12 or so people.
mhm,
No one was really running for e-board. Like
mm.
there wasn't no like it was more like, hey, this is your position now. Like there was no competition.
Why can I hear Roderick's voice saying that? Like, just like,
Yeah.
hey, this is your position now. It's like, wait, what?
Be like, yo, Ina, you're external. I'm like, okay, like cool, that's my position.
Like, one of the interesting things about FUPAC is, like you said, they were so small and then they've gotten so big over time. Like, what do you think contributed to that growth?
I definitely think it was Roderick. So then his sophomore year, that's when he brought in like me and then Perry, and there was like a bunch of Filipinos in our year.
Okay.
So then that was like that group. So then that was like the foundation of what it is now.
Hmm.
And then I think really like the club like the amount of people who go depend on how many Filipinos are here and how many people are like interested in coming. So
Hmm.
then the year after that, we had even more. And then this year, we had so many Filipinos, and that's why it's so big now. I didn't realize how many Filipinos there were
Hmm.
until now,
Right.
but it was just like each year, like more Filipinos came, and then the people who came from the Philippines kept telling their friends, like, go to Fordham, like it's
Okay,
really
okay.
fun. There's a lot
Yeah,
of Filipinos there
yeah.
because a lot of them went to high school together. So it was like already like established friend groups. So it was easier for like a large group of
That
them
makes
to
sense.
come
Okay.
to meetings. Yeah.
What do you think kept drawing them back to the club? I guess, like, what did you guys do?
So food was a big factor that I wanted to push this year. I wanted to have a lot of food events. You can do so many things with a cultural club. You can be serious,
Right.
fun, do
Yeah,
different
for sure.
things. A lot of schools have bigs and littles, right?
Hmm.
Pow probably
Yes.
has
Yeah.
bigs and littles.
Yep.
So FUPAC wasn't big enough to have them at this point in time, like right
Mhm.
when we started this year.
Okay.
So what we did was do houses like in Harry Potter. So we had like Hello Hollow House, Turun House,
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
and Peach Mango Pie House. So everyone is in little houses,
I'm
and they
salivating.
all
Great.
they all develop like little friend groups within the houses. So
Mhm.
then during meetings, if we would do like little games. So
Mm.
we did like Jeopardy, and like every house was against each other. We did like Filipino
Yeah,
cahoots
yeah,
and
yeah. Right.
like
Nice.
that. And I think because we established those houses, people had a sense of accountability to go to these meetings because they
Mhm.
would wanted to support their house
Right,
because
right.
since it's like Harry Potter, each house gets points for the games.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So then at the end of the year, we're like this year we're gonna have a big house tournament and
Ah,
then have like a big ceremony and things. But that all went
that's
to
yeah.
the fan.
That's a great idea. I haven't heard of that before. That's like
Yeah.
because then it gives
So
them
that was something
incentive to
cool.
go more than just like food or like friends. Like
Yeah.
you got to rep, you know. Before we end, this is basically over, but we're gonna do like one kind of fun thing, like a lightning round type thing. So I'm just gonna ask you like four straightforward questions compared to the ones I've asked you, and like the first thing that comes to your
Okay.
head, just like say it. Like try not to overthink it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite song at the moment?
Yummy by Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Favorite movie?
Titanic.
Favorite Filipino food?
Seasick.
Most used social media platform?
Instagram.
Where would you take someone on the first date?
Oh, that's so tough. Probably a restaurant, like maybe like a little place in Chinatown.
All right, last question. What is the first thing you're doing once quarantine and lockdown is over?
I am going to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm getting.
You were like so like into that.
I'm getting a large mild wings, and
That
I'm
sounds crazy.
going to get a margarita because I deserve it after this.
Yeah, right. Bet. Well, thank you so much for your time, Ina.
Thanks,
I
Jordan.
hope everything is like safe with you and your family, and like everyone's like healthy and keeping safe.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, for sure.
We have to hang out soon,
Yeah, once this is over, I'll be like, yo,
Once it's over,
Buffalo Wild
Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'll be there. And
Thanks,
I'll see you.
Jordan.
Bye. Have a great
All
day.
right. Bye. You
Bye.
too.